morning, everyone. This is Mitchell with SC Weather. Hope y'all been having a great start to your morning. We're going to give you an update on what the weather looks like for today across the Carolinas, Georgia also, and we have severe weather ongoing in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm going to talk about what that means downstream for us, and yes, they have dropped. They have downgraded the severe weather chances a little bit, but guys, please stay on your guard because that does not mean one location you could just see some moderate to heavy rain or no rain. Another location could get rocked by a tornado. So it all depends on location, where you are you the wrong place at the wrong time. Somebody's world 20 miles away could be getting rocked and you could be just getting heavy rain. So it was a good decision to cancel school and make it an e-learning day for most of us today. So definitely just use this time to hang out with your kids and things like that. But we're going to break this thing down. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It's much appreciated. A great way to support me and what I do here. And thank you all for the incredible support. Yesterday's chase was a very good learning experience. Saw multiple funnel clouds, and the big blessing out of all this is some things were damaged. It was damaged. I saw a lot of damage, but nobody's lives were lost as of now. So that is a huge blessing. So our prayers were answered with that for sure. So let's get going. Let's talk about what we got going here. Let's start off by just looking at the Storm Prediction Center. So as you tell, there was a moderate risk all the way in this area that was pretty much as in an enhanced risk. Level 1 through 5, 1 marginal, 2 slight, 3 enhanced, 4 moderate, 5 high. High is what we had in Alabama, Mississippi yesterday that promoted a ton of tornadoes. Looks like Columbia and Greenville guys, I really think your guys, if you're in Greenville up to Charlotte, the triad of North Carolina, I really think the wedge is going to save y'all. Timing of the day this moves through is going to save you guys too. I think that it's going to move through too earlier in the day. Meanwhile, you have a warm front, and we're about to show this. There's a lifting up through the Midlands right now that's going to promote an air mass that will promote severe weather. Dew points are going to rise, temperatures are going to rise, and they're going to spike into the 70s depending on your location, but especially the low country, guys. The low country, if you live in Charleston, up to Myrtle Beach, I think you guys have to watch out later this afternoon as the line kind of gets itself back together that's in the panhandle of Florida right now. And I think that it's going to come through and going to promote a significant tornado threat for a few hour period. So we're going to talk about that and see what we got going on in your Columbia and your level 3 risk. So there is still a chance, but what I want to show you here is this is the energy we're working with right now. This is just a bunch of moderate rain, no severe weather out there. This is out of Greenville Spartanburg radar. Some heavy rain. What I want to show you is, let's see if I can get my computer to move quick here. I have a pretty basic internet speed. That's why there's so much of a lag sometimes, but this is the energy right here. You see this kind of coming out of Florida. There's also going to be the chance of some convection of fire behind this, but this is what's going to, it's moving northeast, so this is going to drag into Georgia. Obviously we're getting later and later in the morning. It's going to warm up more and more, and eventually it's going to come up through this area right into here, and this is the area and right into here also. So this is the area that I'm really watching out for, tornadoes that could potentially get going here in the low country. So if anybody's chasing the day, this is going to be the area I really think, as energy basically from this is going to make its way northeast. So we're watching that. So what we have here is what's going on is we've been wedged in. It's been a pretty wet, dreary last couple of days, especially 2 days ago we were trapped in the 40s. But you can look at here. This is the wedge of cool air. This is helping to stabilize the atmosphere for a lot of people in North Carolina and even in the northern Midlands to the upstate of South Carolina. Eventually, you look down here, you look at the warmer colors. For instance, in Columbia, we're in the low to mid 60s right now. If you have a warm front that's trying to move here, that's fighting off a wedge, normally the wedge wins a lot of the time. But eventually, it's not going to matter because the warm front's going to push through as a cold front here. So basically, you have a cold front back here, and then you have a warm front lifting ahead of it. That's going to create, it's going to destabilize the atmosphere, just like what happened in Alabama. So this area right here, even into Columbia, we're going to spike into the 70s. If you hear my kids in the background, guys, sorry, it is an e-learning day, so everybody's in the house right now, so we're rocking and rolling this morning. But we're going to back it up here. So the HRRR model, notice it's not that impressive, and we're going to get a little bit closer look of it too, but check out down here. Look down here. You see these individual cells right down here near just outside of Orangeburg, Somerville, Charleston, the Low Country, Georgetown, Myrtle Beach. This is going to move through here later this afternoon, and these are the cells we have to watch out for. These are the ones that could get dangerous, and we have to watch out for later this afternoon for sure in this area right in here. So we for sure need to keep our head in our swivel, especially from the Midlands Point East. The NAM, and this isn't the latest one, but it kind of shows the same thing, a broken line of storms to the Midlands, and then some individual cells that really try to get popping here later in the run. I do want to show you an illustration here of the HRRR model and what happens when basically when the wedge erodes here. Check it out here. You go hour by hour, and look how the cooler air retreats north. This is because the warm front moves north, and it helps amp up the atmosphere for a tornado threat. You look here, as that happens, the CAPE, which is storm energy, it's a component, it's a thermodynamic you need for severe weather. It spikes as the warm front's lifting. How far will that warm front lift? Will it be able to fight off that wedge? We won't know. It's kind of nowcasting now. But as you're going to get a time where something's going to be able to develop, convection is going to, guys, if you see the sun come out any time of the day from the Midlands Point East, that's not good. That's not good at all. The sun comes out. It helps destabilize the atmosphere even more, and it will increase the chance for severe weather if you see that sun come out anywhere, and I think you will across the coastal sections. But the CAPE gets going there. This is the important thing right here. This is it's showing where it's a potential spin up could occur. The helicity updraft, basically where a rotating thunderstorm can occur, where it could drop a tornado. Now look down there. Look down there as we get into later this afternoon in the Low Country. That is a strong signal that there's going to be some kind of threat for tornadoes in the Low Country, stretching into the southeast portion of North Carolina, Myrtle Beach. That includes you. So, yes, while maybe Columbia might not get anything, 50 miles, 60 miles, 75 miles southeast could get a tornado. So you got to watch out for this. This is a scary setup. Doesn't look quite as severe as it did in Alabama, but this is definitely something we have to pay attention to because things could definitely get going here, especially if you see that sun coming out. So this is when I want to show you the radar imagery, and this is what I'm talking about. You get into later this afternoon. These are the cells right here that get going, and even this one, the HRRR wants to have some rogue supercells into the Piedmont of North Carolina. But check this out. These little boogers right here we have to watch out for some spin ups. So definitely keep your head on the swivel today. Stay weather aware because the threat, it's not going away. It's diminished for a lot of areas, but it's not non-existent. But I really think the threat down here is the same. Still a chance for tornadoes. So stay safe today. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I might be chasing down there today. I might not. But stay safe and God bless all y'all.